with Kiki Rock and Friends. Uncensored, totally uncensored. Are you ready? You ready?
This is Nighttime Vibes Uncensored with Kiki Rock and Friends. And I got coming to the stage, Vanny J.
Hi, Vibers.
Then 911.
911 at your service.
Lady MC.
Lady MC, hey!
Nasty Not Licious.
Nasty not what I need to be.
And of course, that girl Q.
Peace and blessings.
Tonight's show, I kind of thought about it because I see a lot of memes and stuff. You know, COVID has taken place and there's a lot of people that are single and there's a lot of people that's now starting to get back on the dating scene because they started opening up things again. So clubs are starting to open, bars and everything, movie theaters are starting to open, restaurants are definitely open. And I thought about it because I was like, what are the do's and don'ts when you're going on your first date? You've been talking to them behind the scenes, you've been DMing, you've been texting, you've been sending pictures back and forth, maybe even some FaceTime back and forth. And now it's like, okay, it's time for us to meet each other face to face and go out and have an actual date. We are all, I guess, aunties, I guess we call. Well, we have a new name now. We are the Thonties. So my son said that we're thoughts. We're older thoughts. So now we are the Thonties.
Thonties, yeah.
The Thonties.
Oh, that's cute.
So with that, when you go on your first date and you're beautiful, you got made up and everything, he's picking you. Yeah. Do you pick up somebody for your first date? Are you picking up the man for the first date?
No.
No.
Picking him up? What if he says I don't have a car?
There's
You better borrow someone.
Lift. Bus. Train.
Uber.
Yeah,
No.
you have to be careful
Bike.
these days. Safety.
New York got city bikes. City bike.
Yeah, Boston as well.
I don't know if I'm trusting anybody on the back of their bike though. Not on the first date.
That's just how he's going to get to the place. We'll meet there if that's the case.
No, I think on the first date, you should meet at the location.
Yes.
Definitely, because online, yeah, definitely. Eat.
So I want us to express to our younger ladies that are now really, really dating and mostly dating via social media. I want us to express to them how important it is. I see a lot of times girls like to go on dates so they could get a free meal. But I want to express to them how important it is for them to have their own money when you go out on this first date. And any date, actually.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Big time, because you don't ever want to go out and depend on someone paying for your meal. Say if you buy a lobster and in your pocket is for a cheeseburger. That's just not going to work. It's not a good balance. So you definitely
Financial lane. Yes.
Exactly. And you definitely have, if you want lobster and you order lobster, you make sure you have money in your pocket to pay for that lobster. Because what if, in conversation, you and the young man just disagree and then he'd be like, well, fuck you, I ain't paying for shit.
Mm-hmm.
What you gonna do now? You only have hamburger, cheeseburger money in your pocket, but you done ate this lobster.
Right.
First thing, don't mess up. Eat the lobster, have them pay for the lobster, and then you can talk shit.
That's what I'm
But
saying.
you know what? There's a
Out here with champagne dreams, with fucking wine cooler money. Like you can't.
Yeah. Yeah, and you got to show that you're independent. I mean, you don't want to be like, oh, I'm super independent, I don't need you, But you do have to make sure you have your own money for just in case. And you want to meet the person there. You don't want to be like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna come pick you up. Just because you've been talking to the person on the phone through instant message, DMs. You just can't trust that. Once y'all meet, y'all connect, great. Because you never know, catfished and all that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Vanny J.
People, young ladies.
I don't think on the first date, when you meet someone on social media, the months you've been talking or FaceTiming, I don't think a date should include money in terms of dating, where you're going out for dinner, spending money. Go to the park, go to the museum, go to the beach, whatever. Get to know each other versus you're expecting, if you spend this amount of money on a meal, you're ordering from what I've seen videos and meetings, you're ordering from the we're fucking tonight side of the menu versus we're just friends.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Like that video that's floating around on social media now about the young man who took the lady out to eat and he spent all this money and she's ending the date. So he really got upset. So I don't think dating a first date, if you will, should include anything that involves money or large amounts of money, if you will. Go have an ice cream cone at the local ice cream parlor or something.
Yeah, but the way I eat ice cream, he'll be like, "Oh shit, it's time to take your ass home." I'll be like,
skip the ice cream.
I like to bite the tip off of the cones. I'll be like,
And suck through it. Yes. That's OG material.
he'll be like, "Oh shit, time to go."
Don't let a little drip down the side.
Woo.
Like that. Excuse me, I had to catch that.
And that's what we're fancies.
Right.
What's one of the turnoffs that you, at this age, because you know we dealt with a lot of stuff when we were younger and we were just so hyped to go on it. What's one of the real turnoffs to where you be like, I will never talk to you again. This date is over. Q?
Of course, bringing up sex. Not bring up sex to me on the first date. Don't bring up sex. Don't bring sex up to me in a conversation period within the first month or so. Bad talking, your exes. It's quite a few. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I get turned off so easy. and I think a lot of it has to do with, like you said, because we done been through so much, so we already see the signs and know what those things can lead to. You know what I'm saying? So, but definitely the sex thing. Do not bring that up, for real, because you're pretty much letting it be known right then and there what exactly you're expecting out of this, and I'll ghost you quick.
Can they send you a dick pic?
I mean, they could send me one that you won't hear from me, but you could send me one. You won't hear back from me because, again, you letting me know already. Like I'll welcome them. But just know that you won't hear from me again. Because again, you're setting the tone. You're already letting me know what this is about. And the whole thing, like Vanny said, I agree with you 100%. I'm the same way. Like, we don't have to go to no expensive restaurant and all of that stuff, because right now we're just getting to know each other. I don't want to spend money on nobody, a bunch of money on nobody if I know, don't know if what's going to happen afterwards, just like I wouldn't expect you to. Yeah, we can go walk in the park. I'm kind of corny like that. I'm simple. Walks in the park, I'm good with that. Just, maybe a picnic or something like that. Anything, because it's just all about just getting to know each other, because catfish doesn't just come in a form of not looking like this person that we see, because I could talk to you video chat and all of this stuff, and yeah, you look the same person, same way, but when you're physically face to face with someone, body language also tells a lot. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, yeah, you sound, everything sound good through this phone call, and everything seems good. You saying all the right things, but let me check your body language out also.
Right.
Let me see how much of that you really, you honestly mean.
Right.
Real stuff. So, granted, I know we all talk shit on here a lot, and yes, we are about that life for the most part, but don't ever get it twisted. We about that life with people that we know deserve that shit. You know what I'm saying? So when you come correct.
Right.
Real shit.
Send 911. What's something that would turn you off for a first date?
Sagging pants. I cannot stand a grown-ass man walking around with his pants sagging, or him trying to dress like he's still, fucking 15, 20 years old, you know.
Right.
Don't come on a date with me wearing sneakers. If you go into the basketball court, by all means, wear the sneakers. But if you're going on a first date with me, dress presentable, look presentable. Yeah. And the same for young ladies, these young ladies that are coming out, starting on dates, you know, or going on a first date, put some damn clothes on. Yeah. You know, it's something about respecting yourself to gain respect of others. Yeah. You know, and I'm not saying you got to dress like a grandma and, you know, dress like a nun, you know, but be presentable, you know, don't look like you're going to dance on a pole. You know, you can wear cute stuff. You can be cute. You can, you know, have some little cleavage showing, you know, but be presentable. I mean, a grown ass man trying to act like he's a teeny bopper just it's a complete turn off, a complete no.
Oh God, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nasty Nine.
Okay, my main thing would be don't try to kiss me knowing your breath is tart. Don't do that shit. Listen, peppermint, eucalyptus oil, do some shit to your mouth. And a lot of men want to be in your face and want to kiss you and on the first date. Yes, that. Have lots of that. That's one. Don't be all on your phone. Don't start talking to me about Facebook and Instagram and that shit pisses me off. Okay, you a social media head. Do that shit when you with your friends. I don't want to know you all on Facebook and oh yeah, my man's he's telling me on Facebook that no, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't pick up your phone. Of course, yes, have your pants pulled up. I don't need them 2 sizes too big, and I don't want them shits 5 sizes smaller, looking like jeggings. I hate that.
Skinny jeans.
You have on the TikTok leggings?
No. Dress your age. Dress a little your age, or maybe like a year or two under your age. Fine. Just dress appropriately. Don't have the tart and stop it with the phone. Oh yeah, and don't think automatically we're gonna fuck. Don't show me a dick before we go on a date because I'm gonna embarrass you on the date. Why are you sending me little kids' penises? That is child porn. Why are you doing that? And I'm asking that. Why are you sending me little kids' dicks? That's
you send me a picture of your toe, right?
That'll turn me off.
Looking like a thumb toe.
Yeah, exactly.
That's right.
Yes.
No. So, and that's about it. Don't think the first date gonna lead to sex unless it's no, Q, I'm sorry. I like walks in the park too. But I like walks in the park after I already ate. Because if you walk me in the fucking park, I'm hungry. I ain't fucking lying.
Exercise.
I'm a big girl. We gotta eat at some point. Right.
That's exercise.
Restaurants are public.
But that's a lie though, because after you eat, you're not gonna want to walk in the park. You're gonna want to lay your fat ass down.
Right. I walk a little bit in the park. Don't do that, Key. I will walk in the park. Like to the entrance. Like they ain't tired. At least I know I ate. Or take me to a restaurant. Let me eat a little bit, and then I can take some home knowing I'm gonna have some good food tomorrow. But
leftovers.
I like leftovers.
Doggy bag.
Oh boy.
I'm a big girl. I like to eat. I ain't gonna front. I ain't fucking let my stomach be growling. Just come try to be cute. Like, you see my size, nigga. You know I would like to go to a restaurant. So parks are nice, like to fucking like. I'm just saying.
Lady
Who's
MC,
next?
what's the most degrading date? And you was like, oh, let me get the fuck up out of here.
The most degrading. I don't really. Oh well, it wasn't really a date. The degrading part. It wasn't really a date. It was just we came together. I hadn't seen this person in a very long time, probably like over 20 something years, or maybe 30 something years. But anyway, so he wasn't degrading, but he was just the all out liar. Like he was just like, ugh, he was a liar because he just he said all these things that he wanted to be or that he thought he was. This nigga wasn't shit. He ain't had shit. He wasn't shit. And it just was like, fuck. He's like, oh, when I see you, oh, your body makes my make me rise. And I was like, what? Like it was just like he was just and anyway, and he was like this big, but anyway, and everything this big here, this big here. I mean, everything. He weighed probably like 120 pounds. About 1 foot.
Only this big with 120 pounds?
Yeah, he was, even just thinking about him just get me mad.
Oh, bendito.
And if you watching, fuck you.
That girl Q, what's the most degrading date you had, or you was like, let me get the fuck out of here?
I've never had a degrading experience. But a big turn off to the point where I did actually just be like, you know what, I can't do this. So number one, I'm not flashy. I'm, behind the scenes. I don't, aside from this, and, people don't really see me often, so I was on a date with a guy, and it goes back to like what Sin said, it's like every little thing he want to take pictures. He want to take pictures of the food. He want to take pictures of this, all of these pictures and stuff because you don't want to post them all on social media. No, I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? I might take a picture or a selfie or something like before I leave the house, but you'll never know where I'm going. You'll never know where I'm at. Like I don't do the flashy stuff. I leave that for the kids. So aside, but I've never had anything that was like degrading or anything like that. But yeah, I have gotten turned off to a point where I did just be like, you know what, you had it, and I don't do that flashy stuff.
Blocked his number. He was blocked.
Danny J, one of your worst dates.
One of my worst dates. Went out with this guy. I love to dance. So we're at this club and we're having a great time. And as we're dancing, he's talking about coming back to my house. I'm like, no, you can't come back to my house. So I'm still dancing, turn my back to dance. Tony can't come to my house. I turn around and he left. He was left me on the dance floor.
You hurt his feelings.
He said, oh,
I turn back around and he's gone.
You hurt his feelings.
So that was for me, that was my turning point with ever dealing with a person from the islands again. So I'm like, no. So I just kept on, I played it off, I played shit off. I played it off and danced my ass off the dance floor, like nothing happening. But that shit was embarrassing as hell for one thing. But you weren't gonna know.
Right.
You dance or you turn around, your partner gone. The fuck? And it wasn't a crowded dance floor. So
did he leave the building?
He left the building.
Oh. If I'm not going home with her, I'm going home.
I'm going home.
Right. Like no. So, but again, with these young girls, there's so much going on with the whole dating scene. It's totally different than it was when we were dating.
Oh yeah.
So young ladies, queens, please be careful. Be careful, be careful, be careful. And let people know who you're with, where you are. Let that one person know, one or two people know. I'm going out with this person, send them the picture, their driver license, whatever you get to make sure that you are okay. And then you make it back to your location safely.
His plate number.
It's not about someone being in your business. It's about someone making sure that you're safe.
Yes.
Especially now in today's age, you could turn your location on your phone.
Yeah, guys too. Oh, yeah. Guys, make sure you're dating these young women you're finding because they can set you up.
Right. And in no way, shape, or form are we being judgmental. We're speaking from experience.
No, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Seriously, just always know what glitters is not always gold. Real
right. Yeah,
that's for sure.
I tell my son that all the time. My daughter's married, but my son is out there dating, like serial dating, like internet, on the internet, off the internet, in the gas station. I don't care. You can trust every Mary Jane and Janet.
Yeah,
I have to tell him that too. Let me know. Oh, mom, with this girl now, what she look like? Oh, okay, she's sexual. Where you made at? Okay, so give me her name, and I have him send me the person's name. And if he moved in with somebody, because he's good at that, his address. I need to know where she live at.
Yeah.
I don't care if it is
at my grown age, you know, my daughter, I turn my location on my phone. So she, you know what I'm saying? When I leave out, she knows where I'm at.
Yeah.
You know, you don't hear from me for a while, you know where I'm at.
Right.
Know? That's why I'm like,
and make sure you get the person's first and last name.
Not their street name, not their nickname,
Right.
their government name.
What's Pookie's government name?
I don't know.
Who is Man's mother?
Exactly.
Right.
Who's Man?
Man.
Mama is mama.
Right. That's right.
Exactly.
No, but seriously, know who you're out with. Know your surroundings. Know your location. And again, I know when we were growing up, it was big. Don't accept drinks from just anybody.
No.
Don't walk away from your drink.
And if you do, don't
accept these club, what they call them, these drugs, what are these little pills people are taking now, party drugs. Don't, you got to be careful. You wake up and I know where you are, don't remember anything.
Right.
If you wake up, please be careful.
Right. If you wake up.
If you wake up.
If you walk away from that drink, don't go back to it.
Exactly.
Or don't let him bring the drink to you.
Drink it. Let him drink it. Be like, hey.
Exactly. You
right.
drink it.
That part.
Take a sip, then I'll take a sip.
No, you drink it my own.
Exactly.
And let me say this. If you go out with your girls, leave with your girls.
With your girls, yeah.
Don't leave nobody behind. Y'all come together, you leave.
Go back. You leave out with your girls, leave with your girls.
Right.
Right.
And if one don't want to go, y'all all just stay. Make sure y'all beat her up the next day, but y'all all just stay together. Do not leave.
Real stuff.
Beat her up the next day. Beat her up the next day.
Don't go with her own man either. If he ain't come with y'all, he showed up, girl. You're not going home with him.
Exactly.
Now, when you get home and you decide you want to go ahead and do your thing, that's fine. But we came together, then we leaving together.
Right.
That's the code right there.
How he come to the club? Where we at?
Right.
That means he stalked her. Hey.
Yeah, he don't track the pussy there.
Yes.
You're like, I got a tracking device on this pussy. I'm gonna find this pussy.
Right.
It's a totally different world when it comes to dating.
It is.
And it's scary.
Very scary.
It is scary. And unfortunately, some of these girls, you can get them to do whatever that you want them to do with a pocketbook or a pair of shoes. Or a piece of jewelry, and the shit ain't even real.
Yeah.
Or your nails done.
Yes.
Oh, he got my nails done.
Right.
Yeah.
So.
And sex trafficking is real.
Oh, yes.
It is real. It is real. It is real.
So,
and because you may not know someone who's come up missing, there's a lot of mothers out there who are up nights not knowing where their child is. Both men and women.
Since we on this topic, has any of you ladies ever experienced a situation where you was possibly drugged or somebody slipped a Mickey in your drink or anything of that nature? Have any?
I don't drink.
I don't drink either.
It happened to me, but it wasn't on a date. It was a so-called friend of mine. I stopped at her house on the way to work. I used to work nights, and I stopped at her house one day. We were smoking, and I remember getting in my car, get on the highway, and feeling good. I drove maybe 3 miles, and from 3 miles, at the 3 mile marker, up until maybe another 6 miles, I don't remember anything. I blanked out. Now I'm on the highway on a Friday night, busy traffic. Don't remember anything. I get to one exit when I finally come to, because the 18-wheeler was blowing his horn. I was in his way, I guess. So I pull off on the side of the road, get out of my car, look in the trunk. I'm searching for a Pepsi in the trunk of my car, and I'm hallucinating. I get to the 7-Eleven asking for help, and no one would help me. This one lady came by, her name was Rose, I'll never forget her. She came by and she helped me. The police came, and I told them I had a allergic reaction to beer, which I had not, but I searched my car. There was weed in there, but they saw nothing. So they said, well, keep your keys until your girlfriend comes to get you. Call my girlfriend, her and her guy came and got me. They're in the store buying some things while I'm sitting in her car. And my mind began to just snap. And my mind is saying, get in the driver's seat and drive. She's taking too long. I had to literally flip on my hands to keep from driving because I knew if I got behind the wheel, I would either kill myself or someone else.
Right.
When she finally come out, her boyfriend goes and get my car. We're driving on the highway, and my brain is telling me, jump out of the car. You can beat the car. Just start running. And I'm literally sitting on my hands to keep from reaching for the door. I went to her house. No, sorry, I ended up still going to work. I slept my entire shift, plus overtime at work in the bathroom. I get up, get in my car to go to her house, which may be 5 minutes from there. Took me an hour to drive to her house. Found out that my friend had dipped the weed in embalming fluid.
What? They were trying
The same
to
friend that came and got
and
you?
even to this day, and I laugh about it now, some 30 years later, but I mean, I still go through very certain periods when I'm driving at night. Well, it's a flashback, but I know people who experienced that and never came back.
Yeah.
I know people experienced that and it died. So when my friends that I work with found out, they dealt with her, but she thought it was funny.
This shit ain't funny.
But you never know. People
Be the bitch.
they think they're doing something that's cool.
Right.
But I learned from that point on. For me, it was my life, and that's a certain situation I don't put myself in. I don't do hikes. I don't do cruises. I don't do certain things because there's still times I have where my brain will say, jump. Or if I'm on a balcony, for example, and I see cars down, my brain may say, you know what? Jump and see if you can reach that car. Land on that car.
We're not going to do that today, Vandy.
So when we do a girls trip, we know we got to stay on the first floor. Get a bungee, hook you up to a bungee.
I gotta know what safe words is good. You know, I don't want to trigger you. I want to say, I can't even name movies around her. Superfly, Superman, Superwoman. I can't say.
And not like we don't. This is not funny. You know. Yes, we.
Not funny.
No, I mean we talk about this, but that's
right. That's what I want to say.
We
We already know Vanny's story, so we know what she went through. So we're laughing because we already know. But no, by all means,
right.
Funny.
And
it's a funny situation. The after effects.
But even still, that still is to a degree isn't funny because this happened how long ago?
That was over 30 years ago.
And it still has it still has an effect on you to this day.
To this day.
See what I'm saying? So that's the scary part of it. Yeah, we laugh and joke about it because that's just we all have dark humor. But that's something, you know, for somebody to really take heed to, like 30 years later, and you're still having these effects. Like that's just, you know, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
Real shit.
And there's times where I'm in a car. If I'm in a passenger seat in someone's car, I'd have to get in the back seat because I can't sit in the front seat on the highway. It all depends.
Oh, okay.
So I mean, I hid it for a long time. I didn't talk about it for a very long time, but and this is the first time my kids will probably ever hear this. I never even told my kids, but I'm saying this to say, be very, very careful. I know people again who didn't make it. I know people who, when you see people on the street, you say, "Oh, they're crazy," whatever. You don't know what their story is. I was saved.
Right.
The universe had more for me, but I could have been that number.
Yeah. I know people who have not made it back to sanity. That I know. But mine is gone.
Yeah.
And like it hasn't personally happened to me, but I've seen people who were laced with something.
Yeah.
Or had a drink laced, their weed laced. And I don't want to say I have my own experience, but I'm going to protect the innocent.
Yes.
I have my own experience, not me personally, but my loved one personally.
Right.
Personally.
Yeah.
I've been laced before, but thankfully mine wasn't to the extent of Vanny J's, you know what I'm saying? And I was catch mine, like as soon as I felt it coming on, I knew to go take my ass because I was over a girlfriend of my house. She had called me this when I was like 17. And she was like, "Come over here, because you know this dude about to come over. He bringing his buddy. I don't want to be here by myself." So I'm like, "Okay, cool. I'll go head over there." So when her and dude goes in the back room, I'm in the front room with dude. And so he's like, "You want to smoke?" So I'm like, "Yeah, you know, young, dumb. Yeah, hell yeah, I want to smoke, you know." And You know, after I took a couple hits, passed it back to him, came back, I took a couple more hits, and then this time I'm like, wait a minute, something ain't right. Like I start feeling that shit coming on.
Yeah.
So to the point, the moment, and then it just dawned on me, you know, like I was lucid enough to be like, oh, this nigga's on some bullshit. So I took my ass into my girlfriend's mom's room and locked myself in there.
Yeah.
About 6 hours later, I get woken up because I fell asleep. I get woken up with them banging on the door and literally breaking the door down. Her mom. So I'm just like, hey, I'll explain to her what was going on. And, you know, her mom was like, you know what, baby girl, I'm just glad you okay. Don't even trip, you know. So, but like I said, mine wasn't to the extent of Vanny J's, but at the end of the day, who's to say what's going to happen to who? Like you said, some people don't make it at all. Right. So, you know, that nigga try to come through, he want to smoke and all that damn quick. Go buy your own.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Well, we're glad that both of you are here with us. Vanny J, thank you for sharing your story, and we're glad that you're here.
Yes.
You know, so, and you too as well, Q.
So I will not jump off the ship when we go on a cruise, ladies. Just know that.
I'm gonna handcuff your ass to me. You ain't going nowhere.
Hey, but we're gonna take your ass in the back of that van though when we head to our trip.
I know, right?
I already said I wasn't driving. I already said that.
Mm-hmm.
We don't even want you in the front seat.
Well, I won't be there.
You're on mute, Q.
We might have to put Vanny J in the trunk of the car.
No, I got one better. We'll put her in a car seat. We'll strap her with a last stick. Strap her in, and then she can't go nowhere. She'll be good.
Because we can't have no casualties.
No.
Yeah, but we can't say anything superhero like around her either. You know.
But one thing Vanny ain't got to worry.
None of that shit.
Her sister, so ain't nothing gonna happen to her. Just know that.
She believes she can fly. Look.
Yeah. She got us. We ain't gonna let nothing happen to her. She gonna be all good.
No, I'm
Not at all.
Yeah.
So just to say, I'm going to talk about my worst experience for a first date. I went to a very nice restaurant in Brooklyn. The guy was gorgeous. So we ordering our food, and he's like, so I'm ordering my food, he's ordering his food, and then he's like, I'll have a tossed salad. And then he just kept looking at me. So I'm like, and then he was like, I'll have a tossed salad. And I was like, you said that twice already. And then he said, I'll have a tossed salad. And I was like, okay. Then the lady starts laughing. The waitress starts laughing. I'm like, what the hell is wrong with her? Because I'm young. I said, why you kept saying you would have a tossed salad? She heard you the first time. So he said, I just want to eat your ass. Really? That's what a tossed salad is? And he was like, yeah. And I'm saying to myself, I'm getting the fuck up out of here because I probably met him 3 days ago and he's offering to eat my ass.
Right.
How many other asses has he?
Nasty. Yep. He just nasty.
Yeah. So ladies, be careful what men say to you in the dating process of what they do and if they offer to go down on you so quickly. Like, how much pussy do you eat on a regular? Do you eat pussy from 3 random women? This is what, you know. So yes, be careful. Make sure that you take pride in yourself, like Sin 911 said. Make sure that you have standards. It's okay to have standards. And it's okay to say, yo, I'm okay. I'm busy this weekend. Don't always be available just so that you can say, I went out on a date. All of us was home last night the other night on a Saturday night. We was all home.
Bullshit with each other.
Yes. All night.
Yes.
And we still here to talk about it today. So it don't hurt to be at home by yourself, honey.
That's right.
This was our Nighttime Vibes Uncensored with Keke Rock and Friends leaving the stage. Lady MC.
Yeah.
911.
Good night.
Nasty Nalicious.
Night.
Vanny J.
Thanks for hanging, Vibers.
That girl Q.
Good night.
And of course, me, the innocent one, Keke Rock.
Hey y'all, key break.
Right.
Telling all the truth, you put it out there, so there's no excuse. Nighttime vibes, this show is the truth.
Are you ready for Nighttime Vibes with Keke and Friends? Uncensored, totally uncensored. Are you ready?